Ever felt your texts to women just vanish into the void? No sparks, no laughs, nothing? Texting can be a minefield, and one wrong step can mean game over. But what if I told you that texting can be your strongest ally in showing your high value? Stick around to transform your text game from hit or miss to hit after hit. By the end of this video, you will learn the art of texting women in a way that not only captures, but holds their attention and makes them eager for your next message. Number 7. Psychology of texting. First, let's talk a bit about the psychology of texting because let's face it, there is a whole lot more going on in those quick messages than you might think. When you are texting, remember you are missing a huge part of human communication. No facial cues, no tone of voice. It is just you and the screen. For instance, someone says, "I am fine" in person, and you can catch that little quiver in their voice that tells you, hey, there is more to this. But in a text, "I am fine" is a flat line that could mean anything from actually fine to "I am silently freaking out here." So how do you bridge that gap? You gotta get creative. Emojis, those colorful little characters, can be your best friends here. They add the emotion back into the equation. An exclamation mark can turn a mundane yes into an enthusiastic yes. And don't even get me started on capitalization. It can be the difference between a whisper and a shout. When texting, you are actually painting a picture for someone who can't see the scene. You have got to provide the context that your voice and face usually would. Without it, your message might just miss the mark. Number 6. Don't send long texts. You have been there, right? You shoot off a quick text, and back comes a wall of text. So epic you need to schedule some time just to tackle it. Yeah, those marathon messages that make you scroll for days and leave you hunting for the actual point. Honestly, it is a bit too much. And when it comes to texting women, sending them a text that could double as a chapter of a book, not a great move. When your message turns into a manuscript, it doesn't scream, "I am thoughtful and deep." It kind of just screams desperation. It is like you are throwing every single thought at them, hoping something will stick. But that is not how a high-value man operates. He knows his worth and knows that less is often more. So, keep it concise. Your texts should be like a perfect tweet, short, engaging, and leaving them wanting more. That is how you hold attention, not by flooding their inbox. Keep it short, keep it sweet, and keep it classy. Number 5. Chat smartly. Remember the class clowns from high school days? The ones who always had a joke at the ready, no matter if it hit the mark or not? They seem to be the magnet for laughs and attention, especially from the girls. But guess what? Times have changed. And so has what women look for in a man. The act that used to draw crowds doesn't quite cut it when you are aiming to text like a man of high value. You see, if you are still tossing out those one-liners and acting the jester in your texts, you might be missing the spot. Women are looking for someone who has got their act together. A potential partner who is mature, responsible, and yes, still knows how to have a good time. But it is about balance. If every message you send is trying too hard to be cool or funny, you are just pushing her away. When you text, it is your chance to show her that there is a brain behind those thumbs. You want your words to spark interest, to resonate, to make her pause and think, this guy has got something to say. And no, that doesn't mean you need to be quoting Shakespeare or debating philosophy. Have a meaningful conversation that goes beyond just surface-level banter. For example, instead of just asking, "How was your day?" dive a little deeper with something like, "What was the highlight of your day, and what made it stand out?" It shows you care about the details and are interested in her experiences, not just checking a box. Number 4. Smart emoji use. We all know that one person whose texts look like a sticker book, right? But when you say you are joking, and without that winking face, your sarcasm might not land as you intended. Or maybe you want to show genuine enthusiasm without coming across as over the top. A simple smiley can do the trick. For instance, you text a woman, "Can't wait to see you." Without an emoji, it is pretty standard stuff. But add a smiley face at the end, and suddenly it is warm and personal. It says, "I am smiling as I think about it." without you having to spell it out. But if you are in a serious or more professional chat, throwing in a bunch of emojis can backfire. Studies back this up and suggest that an overuse of emojis can actually make you look less genuine. It is as if you are hiding behind those little icons rather than standing by your words. Remember, a high-value man knows the power of subtlety and the importance of sincerity. Use emojis to enhance your message, not overshadow it. Let them highlight your sincerity, not question it. Number 3. Reply promptly. If you are thinking that waiting hours to reply will make you look mysterious or cool, let's hit the brakes on that idea. Delaying your response on purpose, that is not cool, it is cold. And being cold is not the mark of a high-value man. When you are genuinely busy, that is one thing. Life happens and everyone understands that. But if you are staring at the phone thinking that playing the waiting game will up your stock, you are actually doing the opposite. It comes off as disinterested or, to be fair, kind of rude. Being prompt shows respect for the other person's time and interest. It says, I see you, I hear you, and you are worth my time. That is the kind of message you want to send to a woman. It is about being considerate, and that is a trait that is golden. So when that text comes in and you are able to reply, go ahead and send that message. Keep the conversation flowing like a two-way street, not a roundabout. Number 2. Texting isn't for problem solving. Ever found yourself in the middle of a text battle, trying to fix a problem or smooth over a disagreement? If that is a yes, then you know exactly how it feels to watch a simple issue snowball into a full-blown text war. Texts are a lousy battlefield for conflict resolution. Why? Because texts strip away all the nuances of human communication. No tone, no facial expressions, just cold, hard text that is ripe for misinterpretation. Misunderstandings are pretty much common when you are trying to tackle tough issues via texts. It is like trying to defuse a bomb with a hammer. It just blows right in your face. And let's be honest, a high-value man knows when to switch tools. He knows that some conversations deserve the clarity that only a voice call or a face-to-face discussion can provide. So, when the waters get choppy, don't reach for your keyboard. Pick up the phone, or better yet, arrange to meet up. You better find solutions and not add to the problem. And that is how you handle conflicts like a high-value man, with the right tools and a cool head. Number 1, text with intent. Every text you send should have a clear reason behind it. We are not in the business of sending messages just to see our own words on the screen. Whether you are setting up a date, checking in on her day, or just dropping a quick hello, there has got to be intent there. Think of your texts like arrows. Aimless shooting won't get you anywhere, but target your messages, make them count, and you will hit the bullseye every time. And let's be real. Who doesn't appreciate a conversation that actually goes somewhere? It is like the difference between a movie with a gripping plot versus one where you are just watching paint dry. Remember, women can sense when a conversation has substance and they are drawn to it. Meaningful dialogue, that is attractive. It shows you are not just another guy filling up her inbox with the "Hey, what's up" texts that lead nowhere. So before you tap that send button, ask yourself, what is my goal here? Keep your texts purposeful, and you will stand out as someone who is not just talking, but communicating. And that, my friend, is high-value texting 101. Conclusion. If you have made it this far, comment below with the word 100% to confirm that you have received the knowledge from this video. For more interesting topics, make sure you watch the recommended video that you see on the screen right now. Thanks for watching.